students, today we are going to study about a very important topic of 10th standard, that is a quadratic equation. So what we are going to learn in this module is what is quadratic equation, how to find out if the given equation is quadratic or not, and its method to solve it. Like we are going to say there are two methods, one is a factorization method and other is a formula method. So the question is, what is quadratic equation? Any equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called as quadratic equation. So you have to look at the point, what is the index of this x square? If the index of x is 2, then your given equation is a quadratic equation. If index of x is in fraction, then it is not a quadratic equation. For example, you have x square plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. We can see that this equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So it is a quadratic equation. Let's take another example. X plus 1 upon x is equal to 0. Whether this equation is quadratic or not. To find out, you have to first convert this equation in the linear form. Like we have to multiply both sides by x. So x into x plus 1 upon x is equal to x into 0. You will get x square, this will get cancelled, plus 1 is equal to 0. We can transform this equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. So we will have x square plus 0x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we can see that this equation is in the form of standard form of quadratic equation. Therefore, this is quadratic equation. Let's take another example. What is 5x square minus 10 is equal to 0? Whether it's a quadratic equation or not, find out the degree of x. Here the degree of x is what? 2. Therefore, it is quadratic equation. Obviously, we can write this equation in the form of standard equation like 5x square plus 0x minus 10 is equal to 0. Many times the question is asked, find out whether the given equation is quadratic or not and write the value of a, b and c. For example, if you look at this, x square plus 4x is equal to 10. We can transform this in the form of quadratic equation, that is minus 10. We have to remember everything should be on the left hand side and right hand side should be 0. Now this is standard form of quadratic equation. We can compare this with standard form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then how to find out the value of a, b and c? It's very simple. It's an apple to apple comparison. Means what? Compare x square with x square, b with bx and c with constant. You will get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 4 and c is equal to minus 10. So this is the way we can find out the value of a, b and c. Okay. So what are the methods to solve this quadratic equation? We are going to talk about two methods to solve this quadratic equation. Okay, so students, we are going to talk about the topic to determine whether the given value of x is the solution of quadratic equation or not. We have two types of question here. One, the value will be given, we have to find out whether it's a solution or not. And second type of question is, it is given it is a solution, you have to find out value of k. Here we are going to discuss first type of question, that is to determine whether the given value is solution of quadratic equation or not. The basic criteria to find out whether a given solution is an answer of given equation or not is to put the value of x instead of variable. You will easily get, if it is coming 0, it's a solution of given equation. If it is not coming 0, it's not a solution of given equation. So what you have to do, let's look at here. Solution. First, whatever is given, take it as a p of x, that is x square minus x plus 1. Now put the first value, that is x is equal to 1. So p of 1 is equal to 1 square minus 1 plus 1. So what you are getting? 1 minus 1 plus 1. This is plus minus, this will get cancelled. your answer is 1. So what we can say, because p of 1 is not equal to 0, therefore x is equal to 1 is not a solution, or it is not a root of equation. Now let's put another value, p of minus 1. We will get minus 1 square minus 1 plus 1. You will get 1. This minus 1 will become plus 1. You will get 3. Again here, your p of minus 1 is not coming 0. So p of minus 1 is not equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 1 is not a solution. So what we have done basically, we have substituted the value of x in a given equation to determine whether it is a root of equation or not. Let us look at another example. That is example number 2. It is given p of x is equal to x square plus root 2x minus 4. So what you have to do? We have to substitute the value of x as a root 2 first, then as a minus 2 root 2 second. So we will get p of root 2 is equal to root 2 square plus root 2 into root 2 minus 4. Square of root 2 is 2. This is 2 minus 4. This is 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. So here what we are getting, that x is equal to root 2, or we can say p of root 2 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to root 2 is a solution of quadratic equation. Now we can discuss second one, that is put x is equal to minus 2 root 2. So p of minus 2 root 2 is equal to x square 2 root 2 square plus root 2 into minus 2 root 2 and then minus 4. We will get square of 2 root 2 is 4 into 2. This will become minus 2 into 2. This is minus 4. We will get 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. So here p minus 2 root 2 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 2 root 2 is a solution of quadratic equation. So what we have understood here, how to find out whether a given value is a solution of quadratic equation or not. So what we are going to discuss here, that to find out the value of k, if the given x value is the solution of given equation. That means, say for example, kx square plus 2x minus 3 and the value of x is 2. And if the value of x is 2, that means given value of x will satisfy the given equation. Satisfy means what? If you put the value of x, you must get answer 0. So let's find out. The equation is kx square plus 2x minus 3. We are substituting x is equal to 2. So we get k 2 square plus 2 into 2 minus 3 is equal to 0. What we have done here, we have substituted the value of x in the given equation. Now we'll simplify this. 2 square is 4k. This is 2 into 2 is 4. Minus 3 is equal to 0. 4k will remain as it is. 4 minus 3 is equal to plus 1 is equal to 0. So 4k is equal to minus 1. So k is equal to minus 1 by 4. So here we have got value of constant, that is a k. What we have done? We have substituted the given value of x in the given equation and answer is 0. Now the next one is kx square plus root 2x minus 4. Since x is equal to root 2 is given, that means x is equal to root 2 will satisfy the given equation. Satisfy given equation. So what we have to do? Put the value of x, that is root 2 square plus root 2 into root 2 minus 4 is equal to 0. Now square of root 2 is 2. So 2 into k, then plus root 2 into root 2 is square of root 2, that is 2. Minus 4 is equal to 0. Then 2k remain as it is. 2 minus minus 4 is minus 2 is equal to 0. So 2k is equal to 2. K is equal to 2 upon 2. So 2 cancel. We will get k is equal to 1. So what we have learned here, how to find out the value of constant k when the solution of quadratic equation is given.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we are going to talk about one of the important method of solving the quadratic equation, that is called as factorization method. This method consists of 2-3 steps which we have to remember. The first step is to split the middle term in two factors such that their addition must be equal to middle term and multiple must be equal to constant. So let's see this. The solution of first equation, x square minus 10x plus 21 is equal to 0. What you have to look at first, what is the number present here? Number with the x square. If nothing is there, means 1 is there. So you multiply this 1 into 21, we will get 21. So what you have to do? X square minus 10x plus 21 is equal to 0. Write down number 21 at this place and find its two factor. Say for example 3 and 7. So 3 into 7. If you multiply them, you will get plus 21. But what you have to remember, you have to look at this middle term. Here you have minus 10x. That means both will be minus. Now let's find out. Minus 3 minus 7 is minus 10. And minus 3 into minus 7, minus into minus is plus. So minus 3 into minus 7 is plus 21. So this factor 3 and 7 are satisfying both the condition. What is both the condition? That multiplication must be constant term c and the addition must be middle term. This method is also called as middle term splitting. Why? Because you are splitting this minus 10 into minus 3 and minus 7. So it is also called as middle term splitting. So what you have to do? We have to represent this minus 10 in the form of minus 3 and minus 7. So let's write down. What we will get? X square minus. Here we have 3x minus 7x. And then plus 21 will remain as it is equal to 0. Now what is common here in these two terms? X is common, x minus 3. Here you can take minus common, x minus 3 is equal to 0. One point, important point to be noted is whatever is present in first term, same must be present in second also. So you can take these two common. If you take x minus 3 common, you are left with x minus 7 is equal to 0. So it is a into b is equal to 0, and we know common multiplication term, if a into b is equal to 0, then either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. That means x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x minus 7 is equal to 0. Take this 3 on the right side, x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 7. So we have got two solutions of this quadratic equation, that is 3 and 7. Why two solutions? Because it's a quadratic equation, it must have two solutions. Now let's look at second sum. that is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Again, follow the step number 1. Multiply the term with x square with a constant term. We will multiply these two. We will get 5 into root 2, that is equal to 10. So you have to split, or you have to find out the factor of 10 in such a way that multiplication should be 10 and addition should be plus 7. And we know it's 5 into 2. If you add this 5 plus 2, if you add this, you will get 7. If you multiply this, you will get 10. So what we have done, we have split this middle term into 5 and 7 such that multiplication is 10 and addition is 7. So we will write this middle term in the form of 5 and 2. So root 2x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Now you have to find out common term. In this common is what? X. You will get root 2x plus 5 plus. Here you have common is root 2 because 2 can be represented as a root 2 into root 2. So you get root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. So as we have seen, these two terms are same. So we can take them common. Root 2x plus 5 into x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Then basic mathematics term, a into b is equal to 0. So either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. So root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Then root 2 is equal to minus 5 or x is equal to minus 2. So here x is equal to minus 5 upon root 2 or x is equal to minus root 2. So we have got two values of x. One is minus 5 by root 2, other is minus root 2. So what we have learned here, how to find out solution of any given quadratic equation by factorization method. Either you call it factorization method or you call it middle term splitting, because at both the places you are representing middle term in such a way that the addition is equal to middle term and multiplication is equal to constant term, that is C. So we have studied about what is a quadratic equation, how to find out if the given equation is quadratic equation or not, and to find out the value of k if it is a quadratic equation having a certain solution. And lastly we have seen how to find out solution of equation by factorization method. So here are the few sums for the quick revision which you have to solve it. One is based upon to find out value of k, other is based upon to find out the two solution of the given equation, and the last one is to find out whether the value of x is a solution of given equation or not. So please solve this equation and comment on the comment, write down your answers. Thank you for watching the video.